Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So it wasn't my intention to talk any more about Dean Cain, the guy who played Superman in the 90s and then really kind of did nothing else of any consequence that mainstream people would know about, but neither have I, so I guess that's fair. Right now, though, he's in the Magnificent Seven, which is kind of embarrassing if you think about it. A star whose star has faded is now signing copies of a Michael S. Miller comic, a guy who worked on DC's Injustice, a comic from a few years ago that was then made into a couple of video games. This guy was an artist. There's a reason why they didn't ask you to write. He's now writing a comic where Donald Trump has been elected in 2021.
The year 2021.
For his second term.
Donald J. Trump is sworn in at his second inauguration.
And at his inauguration, he's attacked by an amalgamation of apparently enemies of the extreme right.
Those who love America celebrate the victory.
I watched a trailer on the Twitter because I was searching around for research on the Dean Cain thing from last week and saw this thing, this Magnificent Seven comic, and that he was signing them and that he was retweeting about them. So I looked it up, and they have a little trailer on there, and I think they're kind of making fun of themselves at the same time, because in several of the panels, Dean Cain looks angry and possibly evil. He activates some sort of a watch, and he calls forth the Magnificent Seven, because this sludge-like creature that has been formed by Obama and Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi and several others, I don't know what the explanation is going to be, but apparently they form into a mud-like creature and they attack Donald Trump's inauguration. And Dean Cain says, "Don't worry, Mr. President, I've got you." And Donald Trump is pictured as sort of a cowering crybaby who's afraid, which is fine, except I wouldn't think you would want to be shown in that light, or if you were a big fan of Donald Trump, who I assume Miller is because he's an extreme right conspiracy type guy who makes fun of people he thinks are wrong on his page, which I guess we all kind of do to some extent, but I don't know why he would want to depict his hero in that sort of light. The couple of sample pages that they have in there certainly seem to get Trump right. In one panel, he's cowering and running away from a situation, and in another panel, he is once again chastising some female celebrity's weight or looks or something along those lines. So they seem to get that right as well in terms of how his personality is, but they're not really portraying him as a hero or the good guy. And then, of course, the Sorosian. Yes, the Sorosian. It's like a blobulous guy who is having a meltdown because Trump's won again. And it's the leftist destruction of the country. Soros, who is a billionaire philanthropist and who has given almost half of his money away to human charities, is the villain in this piece. A lot of this stuff tells you everything you need to know about the type of people that Dean Cain seems to think are villains and the types of people that Dean Cain seems to think are heroes. It's baffling to the mind. But anyway, Dean Cain activates his watch and calls forth the Magnificent Seven. Oh my, it's so exciting. Don't forget to tune in next time where we delve into this Magnificent Seven. Until then, always look up in the sky.